Shanice? Girl, wake your ass up. I know you ain't sleep. Look, I need to tell somebody, and you the only one who ain't gonna judge me too hard. It's about Deshawn. That no good, lying, You will not believe the night I've had. Seriously. Okay. Deep breaths. I know I shouldn't have, but damn girl, he pushed me. He really did. Don't start with that Leticia you always overreact bullshit either. This was different. I saw his car, Shanice. Anyway, it ain't about that right now. It's about, well, I might have, kinda, sorta, kicked down his door. Yeah, I know. But that ain't even the worst part. He called the cops. Shanice! The cops! And while I was still screaming on the floor, I'm telling you, this nigga... But hold up. Let me rewind this shit. See, it all started on Tinder 2 months ago? Deshawn's profile pic was hitting, you know? Good teeth, decent fade, not too skinny. He had that, I work hard but I play harder vibe. We matched, and the conversation was flowing. He was saying all the right things, complimenting my selfies, asking about my goals, typical Tinder thirst, but I was feeling it. We met up for drinks that week, and I ain't gonna lie, the chemistry was there. Real talk, I ignored a couple of red flags though. He was always on his phone, and when I asked what he did for work, he was all vague, talking about hustles and opportunities. But I was blinded by the D, I guess. But after a couple of weeks, things started getting... weird. He was always busy. Always. I'd try to make plans and he'd be like, nah, gotta handle some business. And the phone thing got worse. He'd get these calls, and he'd walk out the room to answer them, whispering all low like he was plotting some shit. Then, one night, we were chilling, watching a movie, and I saw it. A damn Tinder notification popped up on his phone. He tried to play it off, saying it was an old account, but I wasn't born yesterday, Shanice. That's when the little seeds of doubt started planting themselves in my brain, you know? What the hell was he really up to? So, being the genius I am, don't judge me. I decided to do some investigating. I made a whole fake Instagram profile, right? Cute girl, travel pics, the whole nine. Started following Deshawn, and he followed back quick as hell. And that's when I saw it, Shanice. He was all up in this other girl's comments, leaving little flame emojis and saying stuff like, "Looking good, sis." Now, I know it ain't the most damning evidence, but it was enough to get my blood boiling. Who is this sis, and why he gotta be so thirsty in her comments? That's my man. Or, at least, that's who I thought he was. So, I confronted him, right? Showed him the comments, asked him who this girl was, and he had the nerve to laugh. Said I was being insecure, that she was just a friend of a friend, and that I was tripping over nothing. He even tried to make me feel bad for snooping on his Instagram. He's good, Shanice. I ain't gonna lie. He's real good at twisting shit around. I started feeling like I was the crazy one. That's when I called you, remember? I was all worked up and you were like, "Leticia, calm down. Maybe he's telling the truth. Just chill and see what happens." But I couldn't chill, Shanice. I just knew something wasn't right. Then, last night was the final straw. I was driving home from Keisha's birthday dinner, and I swear to God, Shanice, I saw his car. Parked outside Tiffany's apartment complex. You know Tiffany, right? Works at the beauty supply store? Everybody knows she's a whole jump-off. I circled the block twice, just to be sure. It was his damn car, the one with the dent in the passenger door from when he backed into that pole. At that moment, I knew. He was in there, cheating on me with Tiffany. That was it, Shanice. That was the proof I needed. All that gaslighting, all those lies, it all came crashing down on me at once. Girl, the rage that washed over me, I can't even explain it. I had a couple of glasses of wine at Keisha's, and it just amplified everything. I hopped in my car, and it was pouring rain, like a scene out of a damn movie. Thunder and lightning, The whole shebang. Every lie, every sneaky phone call, every time he made me feel like I was crazy, it all just bubbled up inside me. I drove straight to his apartment, Shanice, tears streaming down my face, barely able to see through the rain. I just knew I had to confront him. I had to let him know he couldn't play me like that. I had to teach him a lesson. I got to his door, soaking wet and shaking with anger. I didn't even knock. I just reared back my leg and kicked. Hard. Adrenaline was pumping, Shanice. I felt like a damn superhero, righteously pissed off. The wood splintered, and the door flew open with a crash. It was like something out of a movie. For a split second, I felt powerful. Like I was finally taking control. But then I stepped inside, and the regret hit me instantly. Like, oh shit, Letitia. What did you just do? It was too late, though. The door was busted, and I was officially in his apartment. That's when it happened. His entryway had this stupid, slick-ass tile, and with my shoes soaking wet from the rain, I just ate shit, Shanice. I went down hard. Like, cartoon style, both feet flew out from under me, and the pain, oh God, the pain. I landed right on my arm and I heard this sickening crack. I knew instantly it was broken. It wasn't just a little sprain, it was a full-on break. Sharp, searing pain shooting up my arm, making me see stars. I started screaming, Shanice, screaming like a damn banshee. It hurt so bad. I thought I was gonna pass out. And then, Deshaun finally appeared. He came strolling out of the bedroom, looking all sleepy and disoriented. But Shanice, he wasn't concerned. He wasn't even scared. He just looked annoyed. Like I had interrupted his nap or something. He stood there staring down at me, with this look on his face like I was a damn inconvenience. And all I could do was scream. The pain was unbearable, and the rain was still coming down hard outside. My screams mixed with the thunder and my own sobs. It was a whole mess, Shanice. A whole damn mess. And then, the ultimate betrayal, Shanice. While I was still on the damn floor, writhing in pain, that nigga pulled out his phone and called the cops. The cops. I couldn't believe it. I was screaming, crying, holding my broken arm, and he was calmly telling the police I had broken into his apartment and was causing a disturbance. When they arrived, it was like a scene from a nightmare. The flashing lights, the questions. I was still in shock, barely able to process what was happening. They were asking me questions about the door, about why I was there. I was humiliated, Shanice, lying on the floor with a broken arm, being interrogated by the police in front of Deshaun. Next thing I knew, I was being handcuffed and helped to my feet. They arrested me, Shanice. Me, with a broken arm. The ride to the hospital was a blur. The pain meds they gave me made everything feel distant and unreal. It was in the sterile, cold hospital room that the reality of my situation finally started to sink in. I was facing charges, I had a broken arm, and my relationship with Deshaun was officially over. That's when you showed up, Shanice. You looked disappointed, I could tell, but you were still there. You always are. And get this, Janice, the ultimate slap in the face. Deshaun pressed charges. Not just for the damn door, but for assault. Assault. I was the one with the broken arm. How was I assaulting anybody? I was beyond furious. The injustice of it all was overwhelming. He was playing the victim, Shanice, after everything he had put me through. I was sitting in that hospital bed, with my arm in a sling, facing jail time. And all because of that lying, cheating. I'm too heated to even finish that sentence. It's just not fair. I spent a night in jail, Shanice. A real jail. It was nasty, cold, and terrifying. Sitting in that cell, I finally had time to really think about what I had done. And, okay, maybe I did go a little too far. Kicking down his door was excessive. I'll admit that. But it's his fault, Shanice. If he hadn't been lying and sneaking around, none of this would have happened. He pushed me to the edge. So, yeah, I regret breaking my arm and ending up in jail, but I don't regret teaching him a lesson. He deserved it. So, that's pretty much the whole story. I'm back home now, Shanice. Arm throbbing, facing charges, and feeling like the whole world is against me. But, like I said, it's his fault. I wouldn't have done any of that if he hadn't been playing games. Tell me I'm not crazy, Shanice. Tell me he deserved it, even just a little bit. I need you to understand where I'm coming from. I know I messed up, but he messed up first. He's the one who started this whole thing. Right? Right, Shanice? No, seriously, Shanice, he deserved it. Every bit of it. Even the cops. Men like Deshawn need to learn they can't just play with women's emotions and get away with it. It ain't just about him, either. Remember Lamar? He did the same damn thing, promising me the world and then ghosting me for some light-skinned chick with long hair. And then there was Marcus, who was straight up cheating on me with my cousin. I'm tired of being played, Shanice. Tired of being the fool. Deshawn was just the last straw. He had to pay for all of them. Letitia, girl, I love you, but you gotta stop this. You can't keep blaming every man for what the last one did. Yeah, those dudes were wrong, but Deshawn ain't them. And even if he was cheating, kicking down his door ain't the answer. You always jump to the extreme, Letitia. You gotta learn to control your emotions and think before you act. This ain't the first time you've let your anger get the best of you, and it ain't gonna be the last if you don't get some help. You need to take some accountability for your actions, girl. I know. You're right. I do get a little extra sometimes. Maybe I overreacted. Maybe. But still, niece, he shouldn't have lied to me. He shouldn't have made me feel like I was going crazy. It's not fair. I'm the one with the broken arm, I'm the one facing charges, and he's just gonna walk away tangent-free? He's gonna get away with playing me? That's messed up. I deserve better than that, Shanice. I deserve someone who's honest and loyal. Is that too much to ask? Okay, so, I didn't want to say anything before, but I saw Deshawn's profile on Bumble the other day. Shanice says hesitantly. Like, after you got arrested. I know. It sounds bad. But he said it was an old profile, that he just forgot to delete it. He swore he hadn't been on it since you two started dating. I don't know, Letitia. It could be true. Guys are dumb sometimes. But it still doesn't excuse what you did. Oh, and about Tiffany, Shanice adds almost as an afterthought. Turns out she's Deshawn's cousin. He was helping her move into her new place. That's why his car was there. Silence. Wait. What? I finally managed to stammer out. Tiffany, the jump-off from the beauty supply store, is his cousin? And he was just helping her move? My voice is barely a whisper. All the anger, all the certainty, all the righteous indignation, it all starts to drain away, replaced by a cold, sinking feeling in my stomach. Oh my God, I whisper, the words catching in my throat. Oh my God, Shanice, what have I done? The full weight of my actions crashes down on me like a ton of bricks. The broken door, the broken arm, the pending charges, all for nothing. I was wrong. I jumped to conclusions. I let my jealousy and my past traumas cloud my judgment. And now I've ruined everything. For a moment, a genuine wave of remorse washes over me. It's a feeling I haven't allowed myself to feel until now. What do I do now, Shanice? I'm facing legal trouble. I've got a broken arm that's throbbing like crazy, and I've probably destroyed any chance of a future with Deshawn, all because I let my insecurities get the best of me. I don't even know if he'll ever forgive me. I don't know if I deserve to be forgiven. I'm so lost right now, Shanice. I really messed up, and I have no idea what's going to happen next. All right, Shanice, I gotta go. I need to, I don't know, ice my arm or something, and maybe start looking for a lawyer. Thanks for listening, girl. I know I'm a mess. I'm gonna get my shit together, though. I promise. No more crazy, no more jumping to conclusions. I'm gonna be a better woman, for real this time. But even as I say the words, I can hear the doubt in my own voice. Getting my shit together is easier said than done. Leticia, alone, voice cracking. Damn. I really fucked up, didn't I? A broken arm, a criminal record, all because I couldn't control myself. Maybe Shanice is right. Maybe I do need help. Maybe I'm just destined to mess up every relationship I get into. Pause. But still, if he hadn't been so secretive, if he had just been honest with me, none of this would have happened. It's not all my fault. It can't be. Sniffling. He'll be sorry he lost me. One day he'll realize what he threw away. He just doesn't know it yet.